Coming out with it, it's Marshall. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
We're the blue and yellow team. So right now we want to score a touchdown.
Leaves it with the running back. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniform.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. They bring him down with the big play. Will move the sticks.
Not overly complicated. Not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Catch in the middle, it's Mark. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the stick upside his head. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive. They're marching the football down the field, but on that critical third down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control to be able to hang in the air but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Okay.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums.
Just like pre-thought,
you know, it's going to be a long day. To the air, it's saying.
Now we got to tackle.
Just as he released it on first
now
down, he just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Makes the catch. It's Tate. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. There's great defensive linemen. The ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Tate. Finally corralled, but not before he picked up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So
breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Gonna take a shot. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
We get the ball now, so I'm playing this high school.
He'll start this drive firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Mark. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his...
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here comes the hurry-up.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure.
Touchdown, Michigan! Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Floating away. Got a man. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield.
There he goes, just plowing ahead. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Release to the back. Found the spot in the defense. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go right back to it. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 3rd down, red zone play. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Well, they're trying to hit the out route to the perimeter of the field. It's a good route by the wide receiver. He just drops the ball.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets away from one, finds some space. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away.
He's playing in the big house.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And I like this offense. They didn't get concerted. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. That's caught. It's Smith. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
We got to stop.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the time.
The fake, and he wants to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Unloads to the wideouts. Grab over the middle. It's Marsh. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Brees, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Yeah, we got to score. I know.
Here comes the heat.
Oh!
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Looking left. Zips it out to his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood, looking to scramble. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game, but in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front.
He wants to change this route. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's picked up at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
What a terrible throw.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got
Oh, come on. You got to give me that.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't have it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets one fly deep. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
And you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Going to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do it.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Good.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. On the run deep down the right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
No, the quarterback.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Lets it go to the end zone.
This bum dropped
in his
the ball.
hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field and force an incompletion on the last one.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
From the gun, looking for a man. Going for 6. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Buckeyes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw.